Good morning, cadets. I welcome you back for our chapter dictionaries. Right? In our previous class, we had the introduction about the dictionary, which is a key value pair. Keys are immutable, values are mutable. Okay? And features of dictionary we have discussed. How to create a dictionary. Okay? That dictionary elements must be between curly brackets. Each value must be paired with key element. Each key value pair must be separated by comma. Right? I also illustrated some examples how we can create a dictionary with only numerical elements, only integers, or only floats, or anything you can create in a pair. Both key as well as value may be a numeric value, or one may be both may be character and one character or strings. One may be character, another may be numerical value. Those are all examples I have shown you. Here you can see this is an error. We try to give a mutable type as a key. So key here, as we discussed yesterday or your previous class, the key cannot be a mutable one. Key must be immutable. Okay, empty dictionary deal with the pair that we have discussed. So empty dictionary we can create. Okay, enclose the key value pairs in curly braces. So many times we have done. Okay, and we can add the item to a dictionary. To add an item to the dictionary, we use square brackets, accessing and initializing dictionary values. So let me explain this, how to add the values to the dictionaries. Okay, so let me go to my IDLE. Okay, where is let us, I think I have not kept a shortcut here now. IDLE, right? Let us go here. Let me have a dictionary D equal to an empty one. If you give D, okay, now how to add the values? Suppose if I write 1, okay, now a key will be 1, and suppose value is Sunday. So 1 means it is Sunday. Now the dictionary value 2, I will give it as Monday, right? Similarly, I will give okay, key value is 3 here. I will give it as Tuesday, something like this. Okay, now if I print a D, you can see the dictionary is printed here. As many as values you want, you keep on. This indicates key. Key is 1, its value is Sunday. Key is 2, its value is Monday. Key is 3, its value is Tuesday, and so on. You go on adding the element. That is what is illustrated here, right? You can see here 1 is 1, 2 is 2, and if you print, if you want, we can print also here. Suppose you can give a command, print my dictionary D. Okay, your dictionary is printed. Okay, now let me move further. How to access the elements of a dictionary? To access the dictionary elements, we need the key. For example, employee number, name, department, salary. Okay, the dictionary is salary. Okay, what we have done here, only salary if you want you can print, only name you want you can print. If you try to access key which is not in the dictionary, then Python will erase error. Okay, we'll do example. To access dictionary elements, you can square brackets, right? Okay, first we'll create a dictionary, we'll try to access. Okay, let us check this. Go to our Python here. Now as you will see, it is my dictionary. The name of the dictionary is my dictionary, equal to, in curly braces, let me give enum. Okay, enum, that is employee number, let me give 101, comma, let me give ename, okay, as a string xyz, comma, let me give a salary, a value of 25,000, okay, comma, then I will give the designation, okay, as a clerk, as what he will work, right? Clerk. Close it. the flower bracket, right? Now invalid syntax where I did a mistake. Oh, it is not equal to, I had given equal to, no, right? It is a colon, na, key pair value. Okay, my dict equal to, I will take some other one now, or let me take that only. Enum key value is 101, comma, ename, let me give as XYZ, single quote or double quote, anything you can give, comma, salary, colon, once again I have given equal, you see here, that is the by mistake I am giving, by practice it is colon, okay, salary is 25,000, comma, and let me give designation as clerk, right? Close it with the flower bracket. What is the mistake? Why it is showing green? Enum 101, ename XYZ, salary 25,000, designa, here it is mistake, na? So here, right, now it is here I should, okay, clerk, now it is correct, right? Let me give it, okay, let me give print my dictionary, print my dictionary. So your dictionary is printed here. Now by specifying, now index is not important here in case of dictionary, you have to give the, for example, if I write, or no need to use print, simply you can give my dict salary I want, okay, this is the key you are giving, so it will prints the value. Okay, what is the mistake? Salary must be given in what? In quotes, na? That is the mistake I have done. Okay, salary, because your key is text, no? Key is a string there. Now suppose I want to print my dictionary, what is the design, okay, desig, what is the desig? So it will display what is your desig. So you can access each element like this, understood? You first assign a key pair value, by specifying a key you can get its value. By specifying a key, for example, now if you give a key value which is not available, let us see, suppose I am looking for a commission, or I am looking for an address which I have not given there, which is not there in our dictionary. So your Python will generate a error, obviously, because address is not found in the, there is a address is an error, okay. That is how, if you give a key value, okay, if you give a key value which is present in the dictionary, then it will plate such value. If you give a key value or a key which is not available in the dictionary, then it will give an error. That is what we are showing here, right? Entire dictionary also you can print, right? Okay, this is how we can access each element. This is what I have explained you right now. Okay, now traversing a dictionary. Python allows to apply for loop to traverse every element of a dictionary based on their key. For loop will get every key of a dictionary and you can access every element based on their key. For example, this is my dictionary, already I have typed and kept there. For key in my dict, not necessarily I have to take key, you can take any variable there. Print key equal to my dict key. Getting the idea? So not necessarily key. You take an example. Here traversing a dictionary means accessing each element of a dictionary. Suppose here I, it is taken here. That not necessarily we have to take the word key there, K-E-Y, okay. Any you take in a dictionary, print its value. Example 2, for I in dict, what is the difference between this and this? Here some colon is printed in the output, you can see. Let me check that. Already anyhow I have created a dictionary here. Let me restart my shell. Restart my shell. Okay. Oh, restart meant it will go now. My dict is present there. Let me see. No, because it has my dict is removed. Now let me write once again. Okay, I will write dictionary as a cadet. A suitable example will take now. Let me take my Arnam with the value 1001, comma. Then I will take name colon. Let me give the value as Suresh. Okay. Suresh. Let me close it, comma. Let me give house colon the value Chalukya. Okay, comma. Let me give marks colon the value 90. Okay, now let me close this. Enter. See your cadet. Okay, now you can access each element. Very simple. You can use a for loop. For I in cadet, print what? Cadet of I. I is carrying your keys, right? Close this. Enter. For I in cadet, print cadet. Okay. Now it is printing here. See, 1001, Suresh, Chalukya, 90 means it is printing only values. Suppose you want to print both now. For I in cadet is the name of the dictionary. Now I will give print the value of I, comma. Along with that, I will print a symbol colon, comma. Then I will print the value will be printed with the help of your key, right? Now let us see how the output will appear now. You can see after roll number colon I had given every name, house, mark. This is how using a for loop easy you can visit each element of the dictionary. If you are interested only value, you print the value. Suppose if you want to print only keys I want to print. What you can do now? For I in cadet, print. I am interested to print only keys. See, only keys are printed. Only values are printed here. Only keys are printed here. Both key and value you want to print, then you have to give that. The moment if you have the square bracket, the key you give, its value only it will print. Hope you understood. So in this example I have shown you how to print only values, how to print only keys, how to print the pair, key value pair also. Okay, let us move now further. Accessing keys and values simultaneously. This is what I have just shown you. Now what it shows here, my dict is a given dictionary, my dict dot keys. Only keys it will displays. Accessing keys and values. Okay, these are the keywords. Keys is a keyword, values is a keyword. So if you give keys, it will only display keys. If you give values, it will only display values. We can convert the sequence returned by keys and values by using list and shown. That we will see. Okay. Now anyhow we have discussed about the this one only values. What it says here, print what I wanted to print, cadet keys is a function. Okay, only keys are printed. Similarly print, okay, cadet I am interested in values, we give the function values also, so it will print the values. That is what it was illustrated there. Clear? Understanding? Okay. Now if there are two dictionaries, okay, let me take that one example. What it can do now, D1 equal to suppose I have value 1 as 100, comma 2 as 200, comma 3 as 300. Okay, I would like to see this example. Now d2 equal to, let me give this, d2 equal to 4 is 400, comma 5 as 500. Okay, now if I print d1, you will get this. If I print d2, if you get right. Now I can also amend d1. For example, if I write now here d1 equal to dict, no, dictionary, no, dict keyword, now add d2. Suppose if I write d1 equal to d2, what will happen now? If you press d1, now your d2 values have come. Your d2, see, it is, since it is mutable, na, you can assign d2 to. See, my d1 is lost now. Earlier actually my d1 values are this and d2 values are this. Still, since I have assigned d1, the values of d2 to d1, your d1 will also the value of d2 and d2 is of course with the values of d2. So it is an example to show how your dictionaries are mutable. In case of tuple, it was not allowing. In case of strings, it was not allowing. You should keep in mind to show that dictionaries are mutable. I have shown this example to you. Next, what are the characteristics of dictionary? It is an unordered set. A dictionary, that I have to explain you now. I have to show example. Is an unordered set of key value pair. Unlike a string or a tuple or a list, a dictionary is not a sequence because it is an unordered set of elements. The sequences are indexed by a range of ordinal numbers, numerical numbers. Hence they are ordered, but a dictionary is an unordered collection. Indexed by keys, not by numbers. Dictionaries are indexed by keys, not by. Now let us see how we can prove that it is an unordered, right? Let me check that here. Now let me take my d1 equal to, once again, 100, comma 2 200, comma 3 300, comma 4 400, comma 5 500. Okay. Now if I d1, of course it is printing here. Suppose now once again if I do print d1, okay, same order it is printing, but it is not necessarily it should print in the same. That is what the unordered. Now for example, I will add now. What I will add now, let me see. Okay. Now let me give d1 of the key value 6. Okay, d1 value 6 equal to 600. I am adding this value now. Now let me type d1. Okay, at the end it is added now. I have given. Now for example, if d1 of 2, instead of 200 I will make it 2000, right? Now let us see whether it will mute or not. Muted? Sure. Now see, earlier your 2 was 200, now on the 200 you made it as a 2000, right? Means if a key is already present there, okay, its value can be modified. If key is not present, then that entire pair will be added. Now let us see here how we can do, right? Since 6 key was not available, it is added. Since 2 was available, it is amended. Now let me take one more example. Suppose by instance d1 of the key 4, I will give the value as a 10 now. Okay, I will give the value as 10. Okay, now let me see d1. Now see, since the key was present there, okay, Python assume that you want to modify the value, you want to change the value. That's why in place of 400 you are seeing here value 10. Understood? Okay, then unordered example I will show you. So let us take an example of dictionary colors, COLORS, let us take colors. Okay, W means white, okay, comma B colon means black, that is just I'm giving it. Then G means I will give it as green. Okay, now let me print my dictionary colors. Right, it is printing now. Now what I will do, I will give colors. I want to add now. I want to add Y means I want to give it as yellow, right? What is the mistake I have done here? Okay, did a mistake there. CO colors of Y, I have to close here. Then I have to assign the value as yellow, because the yellow was not present there. That is how it. Now let us say colors. Now your yellow is added. Alright. Now I can change the color. B instead of what I will mark colors. Instead of what I will do now, in place of B, okay. Now I want to change it as a blue now. I will change it as a blue now. Okay. B means not black, B means blue. Now colors we can change. If the key is already existing, because B key was available, therefore its value was earlier black, now we are changing it to blue. Here only you can see. This is your earlier dictionary and this is your new changed value. So any element, any value of key, if it is existing, it will change it. If it is not existing, it will add to the dictionary. Very simple. Hope you understood. Okay. So what we have studied in today's class, accessing keys and values separately, how to traverse a dictionary, right? Each element how to we can access also we have seen, and in our next class we will continue with the next concept in the dictionary. Okay, till then, bye bye.